Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. This video is all about planet Ketu in your birth chart. Ketu is equal to spirituality. So that's the title of this video. So the reason why I have mentioned that title because Ketu represents spirituality in your life. Ketu offers you good amount of wealth, good health and also cattle in your life. And the people who are into agricultural field and also people who deal with the industries related to animal products as well as taking care of pets and all that. For all these things governed by planet Ketu. Ketu also represents thinking out of the box. So a lot of people who are very strong placement of Ketu emerge as a great scientist, a great scholars, poets, writers, doctors, engineers, anything related to research and development, and also defense, police, all these for all these professions Ketu governs. And ideally, Ketu represents isolation, Ketu represents separation, Ketu represents obstacles and challenges, Ketu represents chronic diseases on the negative side. So, malefic Ketu would be providing the malefic results. Benefic Ketu will be providing the benefic results. Ketu is friendly with Sun, Ketu is friendly with Jupiter, Ketu is friendly with Moon, Ketu will be friendly with Mars. Ketu is not friendly, Ketu is enemy with Rahu, Ketu is enemy with Saturn, Ketu is enemy with Venus, Ketu is enemy with Mercury. If at all Ketu is in conjunct with Mercury, then obviously you will be lacking the decision making skills. You will be always dependent upon others in terms of decision making, and also you will not be able to make best use of intellect. If at all Ketu is in conjunct with Venus, then obviously you will be having financial difficulties. You will be having a lot of issues with female figures in your life because Venus represents female figures. Venus represents wealth. And also there will be a lot of issues with regards to litigation, with regards to property, if at all you have Venus and Ketu conjunction in your birth chart. If Ketu is in conjunct with Saturn, then obviously there will be a lot of professional disturbances. There will be career breaks in your life. So Ketu is a icebreaker. So basically it separates the stuff from the event that's supposed to take place. For example, Saturn is about to grant you the good career. Then if at all Saturn is in conjunct with Ketu, if Ketu is getting transited on Saturn or Saturn is transiting on the Ketu, then that will create a lot of turmoil, a lot of confusion and workplace disturbances, professional disturbances and termination and separation from your career generally takes place if at all Ketu is in conjunct with Saturn. And a lot of people you would have seen the birth charts, like people who have Saturn and Ketu in Lagna, 11th house, 10th house or 6th house, there will be a lot of professional breaks in their career. Okay, and also similar way if Ketu is placed in 12th house, then that's a really strong placement for you to explore spirituality, to explore astrology, to explore occult sciences, anything like Reiki healing, numerology, astrology, Vasthu or psychology, anything for that matter, anything related to research and development. Okay, that works really well. And strong Ketu also makes you technical savvy. Okay, you'll be strong minded with regards to research and development, and also for business minded Ketu is essential. Why? Because to think out of the box, to make a decisions, you need to have strong Ketu in your birth chart. Okay, so Ketu is also a karmic planet which will give you its results based upon your past life deeds, based upon its alignment in your birth chart. Of course, your alignment of planets in your birth chart is nothing but the karmic cycle, that nothing but the deeds that you performed in the past life. So that is what the fruits that is being given in this life. And Ketu also helps you to learn the true purpose in your life. Ketu teaches you what is the purpose in this life, what is the existing of you, why you have born, what is that you're planning to do in this life. So all these things, all the self-introspection, all these things generally happens by having the strong placement of planet Ketu in the birth chart. Obviously, if at all you have weak Ketu, you don't even think about all this stuff. You'll just move on, right? That means there won't be any kind of purpose in the life. That's what I'm trying to say. So Ketu in the first house makes you a little confused. People will not be able to understand your true personality because Ketu is always inward, introvert, whereas Rahu is extrovert. Okay, Ketu is totally opposite to planet Rahu. Rahu loves materialistic stuff, whereas Ketu loves spirituality. And Ketu is in the second house, grants you good amount of wealth, good amount of support from the family members, good amount of cattle, good amount of agricultural, profits. Okay, Ketu in the third house is not really good for communication and networking, because third house is all about communication and networking, being extrovert. But however, Ketu is an introvert, it doesn't work really well. Okay, Ketu in the fourth and fifth house doesn't grant you good amount of happiness and comforts, but Ketu in the sixth house helps you to win over the competition, win over the enemies, win over the diseases. And Ketu in the seventh house brings separation with your spouse. There'll be a lot of marital life problems and all that during the relationship, because seventh house talks about relationships. Ketu is the planet of separation, so that brings a little bit of friction in the family environment. And Ketu in the eighth house brings you that interest towards spirituality and occult sciences. Okay, and the Ketu in the ninth house makes you to go for a pilgrimage. You'll be traveling to some holy places. You'll be having the great darshan of great glimpse of gods and goddesses. And Ketu in the 10th house brings you good name and fame in the workplace environment. Ketu in the 11th house grants you enough of wealth as well as fulfillment of hopes and wishes. And Ketu in the 12th house grants you spiritual interest and the foreign settlements as well. Okay, so Ketu does a lot many good things in terms from the spiritual angle, but from the personal point of view, it disturbs your family life and all that. Okay, so that is what you need to understand about planet Ketu. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. If at all you need my astrological consultations, the link is mentioned in the description section. Do book for an astrological consultation. Once I get a consultation order, I'll be able to help you with the complete analysis pertaining to your individual birth chart. If at all you are very curious to learn about your Vedic birth chart, and if at all you want me to read your birth chart and have to provide you the analysis, so please book for an astrological consultation. So once I get a consultation order, I'll be able to rule out the analysis pertaining to all the 9 planets, including planet Ketu, and I'll be able to help you to understand your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Okay, so that will help you to understand about your true purpose in the life as well. Okay, so thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please do share this video with your family and friends, whosoever you love and care for, because Vedic astrology is just everything. Okay, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.